This episode of Thirsty Thursday is brought to you by Old Crow Bourbon Whiskey. Decent for what it is.
For this is the province of combat, and these are the faces of war.
Check this out. You've got mail. Oh, yeah.
Chaos Flight Controllers, go for landing. Retro, go. Rhino, go. Right, go. Control, go. Falcon, go. GNC, go. Econ, go. Surgeon, go. Capcom, we're go for landing.
We're back with another Thirsty Thursday. I'm Callan 50 Cal Barrett, and joining me today is Time Magazine's loneliest man of the year, Stevemongler. And Steve, what an honor it is that you can join us again.
You know, I never have an adequate response to your introductions. It never gets easier.
Yeah, it's great. I like it. It's kind of like freestyle. And also here tonight, broadcasting live, is celebrated author of 101 Things to Do with Rohypnol, ClckWork.
G'day. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Steve here. I really didn't have a quick comeback to that. On the other hand, I would note, though, 50, that your mum didn't seem to have a high tolerance for it, which surprised me, really. Classy lady like her with her background. But hey, it works for me.
Well, that stings. Anyway, without further ado, map today is Duclair. We're looking at a full spectrum lineup: US, Brit, Panzer Elite, and the Wehrmacht. So I'm paused at 5 seconds, and let's get this show on the road in 3, 2, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they're off.
And whoa, are these guys Russian?
Maybe? I don't know.
Awesome.
Can anyone read Okibi? We'll try to pronounce that.
We'll obviously have a translation for that in the replay, I assume. Can I also just quickly say it is Thirsty Thursday, right? That's the theme of these little soirees, our get-together.
Well,
so quickly,
as the name would suggest.
While we're still in early stages of the game, what is everyone drinking?
ClckWork.
Yeah, ClckWork. Let's hear what you're drinking first.
Well, I'm actually double fisting it at the moment. I've got a Heineken in one hand, and beside my mouse hand is if it was Anzac Day, I'd call it a Highland Charge, but it's a whiskey mac. That's what you get when you mix ice cubes.
That's
Scotch.
The whiskey and ginger ale, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I had to spill on this last time.
Green ginger wine. Ginger wine, yeah.
Sorry, yes, that's right. That's the one.
And 50 cal. What about you?
Just Jim Beam tonight. I've given up on drain cleaner. I've been given a year to live, and I decided, I've got no one to leave my money to. Let's just spend it now on Jim Beam. So it's all gone. I spent my last $30. Didn't think that through.
And I'm actually drinking Black Heart dark rum. It's been a long time since I've had rum. I've had a checkered relationship with it. And yeah, so this will be fun. Rum and Coke.
I'm actually upset that you're not drinking Old Crow.
Yeah.
I spent quite a reasonable time making that ad at the start.
Well, it's kind of...
So I feel you've kind of slapped me in the face.
No, I think it's appropriate because it's like a reinforcement of... Like, last week we talked about Old Crow, we talked about its qualities, its positives, and then we reinforce that. 2 weeks in a row, you get Old Crow. I don't even need to be drinking it. It's in the people's minds. It's in the...
All right, well, I mean, that's good. We're 2 minutes 20 in, and I think this is probably a new record for us. We haven't even mentioned the game yet. We've just talked about alcohol. I'm sure that someone will... The video would have kept people up to date with what's going on, but we should probably get into displaying our vast wealth of knowledge and actually what's going on in this game. And I noticed the American player very very nearly lost an engineer squad down in the bottom right corner. Although I see now there's two pilots trying to dual cap the point. I don't know if he's not been paying attention or whether that's just to offer protection to each other.
I heard those two pilot squads were dating, but they might have broken up last I heard. I'm not sure. I've been out of loop on it a bit. And right outside the British base, we can see that a bunch of Hansgren bears have found an interest in a wrecked car. Bit of a car appreciation club there.
Yeah, the MG covering the Brit as well. That's one thing I always quite like to do. Get the MG sitting down on their command track as soon as the game's off the bat. You get a few rage quits that way until they start shelling me with mortars, and at that point the tables will turn, I lose my MG, it's my turn to rage quit. Because I'm generally of the opinion that if you lose one unit, it's not worth fighting anymore. As we discussed last week, the human life I feel in this game is often thrown away without much thought for the consequences. You could say that I perhaps take this game a bit too seriously, but I would counter by saying you don't take this game seriously enough.
Well, speaking of losing one unit putting you off, I guess you wouldn't be any good at the Arab mod, would you, where the suicide bombers just go and finish themselves off?
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, but a valid point nonetheless. We've just seen a Brit lieutenant get taken down by the sniper. And this is nice. I actually quite like having US and Wehrmacht on the field because we can start naming snipers. Which, at my age, is really the only joy I have left from this game. So, yeah, we have a US sniper. He's already got a lieutenant under his belt, and I think Ralph. He's just running back to base now. Ralph.
Can I just correct you on the Wehrmacht sniper, not a US Wehrmacht. US have yet to do weapon support.
Yeah, you're right.
Can a German be called Ralph? What about Otto? How are you guys feeling about
I've been living in Germany too long. I've got the teams mixed up now. In my opinion, Germany is the good guys.
I think we've gone off to a pretty poor start in terms of actually paying attention to the game. It's actually been really, really aggressive. We've had a lot of things happen already. That big push from the Allies, getting rid of the MG position. You know, as you said, Wehrmacht sniper takes out a lieutenant. It's action-packed. This is good.
There's another fucking Bren carrier on the field.
There's another sniper as well.
Fuck the snipers. I hate Bren carriers.
Bren carrier is actually coming in for is a Ralph's apprentice.
Mick.
Vic.
Mick and Ralph.
Vic and Ralph. With a V. V for Victoria. Like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Where are they going to get a stupid name like Victoria from?
I think we'll drop that joke there.
Yeah.
Before that goes any further.
That's going to be cut. That's cut.
I think we should implement the same rule as last week. When that Bren carrier drops, everyone who's drinking gets to finish their vessel.
I like that.
I regretted it last week, but I'm pretty certain this week that Bren carrier is not going to drop. Those things are made of steel. And well, damn.
That's 6 minutes 10 seconds in, and it looks like everyone's going to be drunk pretty fast. We've also seen some quality those double snipes used to push that supporting rifleman squad off the point, sending them retreating back to their home base. Have we talked about the players? Do we recognize these players?
Well, BioSparkslol, I think is a joke account. I think Opium is probably a joke account, considering naming yourself after a drug is not cool. So it must be a joke account. Is that Dentrag? Maybe Dentrag. A joke account, I'm certain. And BadNameForNewAccount. And you know, BadNameForNewAccount, I think that's the only name here that's actually had some thought put into it.
That's a fair assessment, I think.
I do know though he's a level 24 bird. That's all I have on him.
Ket and Crad discovered those mines the hard way down the bottom, but probably better off that the armored cars didn't, sacrifice itself.
I think it actually spotted them. Then either the armored car shot the mine, or the Keeper was still in range, or possibly I'm not sure if there's some way to abuse the mine detonation.
Is that what
Just
happened?
Yeah, the Keeper actually ran over the mine before it went off.
The armor car actually shot the mine, is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but it wasn't the Keeper running it over.
No doubt that would be in an instant replay, but I think the armor car was like, fuck you, you know? Fuck you, Ketten, you slept with my wife. I'm gonna detonate you now. And I imagine that sort of thing happens all the time. All the time.
And I think we mentioned it last week, but people forget that things like Ket and Crad, Schwimmwagons, there's a human driver. Like, there's human life involved in the loss of that. And yet people just throw them away.
Ongoing theme in this show. Yeah. Those two snipers, Mick and Ralph, slowly racking up the kills, 4 and 5 apiece. Just slowly picking away at the Brits, and I like that. I like seeing the Brits picked away at.
We've seen that the Wehrmacht have actually
Bastards, all of them.
given their support units veterancy, support infantry, weapon crews.
That's true. We haven't seen any Volks by them yet, so it's a really good buy.
Yeah, well, the only infantry they're fielding at the moment is stormtroopers, who are just wandering around the fuel point at the top, just capping that back, I assume, in a minute. So everything else on the field that he has is either Pio, MG, or snipers. So I imagine the support strategy just backing up the PE player, of course, who has the kick-ass PGs and the dead Kedden. And there's our first M8. First M8? Is that the first M8? I'm just assuming that's the first M8.
It is.
I believe so. There's also a Stuart coming around behind the AT gun.
Ah, and are we going to see a canister shot?
Probably not on the AT gun.
Probably not enough targets, but if those snipers do get revealed, I would probably blow a canister round in if I was the girl. Just to make sure I get by.
Quality circle shaping on that. Block.
Good physical block with powder.
There we go, yeah, getting in range. 8. Stuart's in some trouble there.
Yeah, that M8 needs to come and help him, or I think that Stuart's probably gone. And now the Stuart comes, the M8's coming in like, hey guys, what's up?
Oh yeah.
Too little, too late though.
Oh yeah.
And I feel that kind of represents America's attitude to World War II. You know, they were there too late.
And there we go, we just see the AT HP use its killy mate ability. 50 munitions and it's a goodbye.
Yeah, 50 munitions, there go your treads. And that's, that's it. You're fucked. And the stormtroopers have Shrek'd up themselves, so you now have an invisible Shrek squad that,
we've got
kick some serious ass.
We've actually got a pretty solid American force down the bottom, a second M8's come out. He hasn't invested that 75 munitions to give it a machine gun, as he did with the last one. Maybe he's a bit, he's seen their AT potential. 50 munitions, sorry. 75 on the Shermans, right? 50 on
yeah.
M8s. Horrible inaccuracies. That's just...
We hold the initiative.
Yeah.
At this rate,
Horrible.
But you know, I like to think that our horrible inaccuracies are what makes this shoutcast human, unlike the kind of robotic ones that you always hear.
Mm.
Which I'm actually suspicious that they're mostly voiced by Microsoft Sam. And you know, we could insert a Microsoft Sam soundbite here.
We could,
but we're not going to do that.
It's not
We're not
going
going to do that. We can do that in post, right? We'll do that in post.
I don't think so.
If you guys want to look to the top, we're going to see if the captain can wail on this Pioneer squad enough to drop it. Oh, 2 veterans see the pilots, and I don't think the captain's going to get a kill.
Well, I mean, really at this point, I'd say the Axis have it. I feel the Allies have been throwing a bit of units at them and just really bouncing off. And we've seen an M8 drop, a Stuart drop. And as you see, the Pios salvaging that shit for cash.
And we've actually seen the Americans build weapon support to get a sniper on the field, which is, you know, practically at this stage a back tech.
Indeed, although it seems like Mick and Ralph, 10 and 8 apiece, are taking their toll.
Solid
And we've got a Cromwell on the
investments.
field, just having a pop at those pioneers.
So, do we have a name for the American sniper yet then?
Oh, he's just come out. I mean, I think a popular one was Llewellyn, right?
Yes, we definitely have a Llewellyn.
Llewellyn?
Did Llewellyn die? Did he make this the same
that's
Llewellyn?
an American name.
Gabriel,
Okay, yeah, I like
Gabriel
that.
died. That's an old game.
Llewellyn.
We could come up with a history of Llewellyn, his family's emigration to the United States in the after the potato famine, but we won't. Let's not get into that.
And let's not even start to get into his sort of don't ask, don't tell attitude. Like his unusual closeness with his sniper brethren.
And
We're going to talk about that. And
in
Let's
fact,
say
let's not
Llewellyn's
even
in
get
trouble.
too attached to him because
yeah,
he is dead.
I mean, thank God we didn't go any further because that could have been painful.
That could have been a massive waste of time and a half.
Those 2 armored cars wreaking havoc on the Americans. Vic or Ralph, someone takes a pot shot, almost lost a full rifle squad. But we do have a second sniper out. American sniper.
Oh, who was that? I think we've lost Mick. Or, yeah, Mick. He's gone.
Thinks the
Takes a
Cromwell's
shot
going
from the
to
Cromwell
town.
straight to the stomach.
Oh, ouch. We have a new allied sniper. Any thoughts of
I don't
names?
even think we should name him. I'm gonna predict now that he'll be dead in 3 minutes, and if not, I'm gonna finish my vessel.
I like that. All right, so
And I'm just gonna gamble on it.
let's round it up. 3 minutes from now, it's just gone 14 minutes. So at the 17-minute mark, if he's still alive, I believe you'll be finishing your vessel. Excellent. And this is what Thirsty Thursdays is about, right? It's about rationalizing ways of increasing habitual drinking. I think I put that well.
And talking about rationalising habitual drinking, am I correct in thinking, Steve, that you had a date this weekend, or the weekend just gone? Is that correct? Am I?
No, that's actually far from the truth. I'm actually kind of hurt now that you reminded me how lonely I am.
I'm truly sorry. Truly sorry.
Oh, forgot to add the Coke. Can I remind everyone that British captains are Montgomery, right? And lieutenants are Arthur. So
Yeah, I imagine they're always called Montgomery. That's generally a good name for a British captain.
I think that's a prerequisite. I think they groom Montgomerys for military, high-ranking positions. I think it's one of those things. I don't know.
If you guys just
so
want to
I have a
quick
question.
look at the
How
American
much?
bits, you can see that Gabriel has joined Llewellyn's successor. There's two snipers on the field again. So what's the name for Llewellyn's successor?
Well, we'll only name him at the 17-minute mark if he's still alive.
What are we at now? Coming up on 16?
Yeah, 16. He hasn't seen any action yet, has he? Oh no, sorry, he has. He's got 2 kills.
Oh, there's 2 snipers there now. So
And using the double snipe to immediately take out that Pioneer Squad captain in the field point. What about map control? We haven't seen much contention in the top of the map, where the Brits have kind of
Just
set
as
up
you
their
say that,
trucks.
just as you say that, we've got 3 Comrails making a cheeky base thrust on the PE player, and he could actually roll right in there, I imagine, if he wants to, but he's turning around.
And actually, just as we say that, both snipers are dead. Both American snipers are dead.
before 17 minutes.
Yes, you finish your vessels. Yeah.
That was
get it down.
Those armored cars. This is
Get
gonna
it
be good.
down.
This is gonna be good. I wish I
might join you just for fun. Oh, that's good. Well, cheers to everyone who lost that bet.
Yeah. Cheers. Oh man.
Fantastic.
Look at. I mean, we haven't seen much success from the Allied American snipers, but the Wehrmacht is it. Oh, actually, sorry, we just saw one of them get totally jibbed by a direct artillery shell. But we still have the veteran one. Which one died before? Was it Vic? Mick. Mick's dead. He's dead. Mick.
I mean, if you don't get that, Mick and Ralph, that was a reference to Fallouts.
Oh, right, I didn't get it.
You both failed to pick up on.
Mick
And
Victoria.
as such, I'm probably not gonna share my insights.
So Ralph is still alive, right? Sitting on 14 kills. Saw his unnamed successor die.
Yeah, and I would bet that he survives the rest of the game.
I'll take you up
You know,
on that
he's
bet.
showing that kind of
Take you up.
that inherent instinct to stay alive.
Oh, we should also,
And
in light of the artillery, as everyone else has noticed before us, America has gone infantry for their doctrine, and they're actually building their first 105 howitzer back in their base now. What about the doctrines of the others? What have we seen?
The Brits artillery, we can see that from the captain calling in his army. The Wehrmacht players quite clearly blips with the stormtroopers in the field, and I'm not too sure about the
Yeah, I was
Panzer
going to say
they're
that,
playing.
that's
I'll just have a quick
obvious.
look at the Keaton. He hasn't picked, in fact.
And really most of this contention happening over this middle point, which is a really blunt statement and not surprising at all. Repair bunker just going up now for the Wehrmacht, and they'll probably want to get that VP pack at some point, although the Brit command truck is kind of just on the outskirts. And that's a pain in the ass. And I think that really sums up the British team in general, a pain in the ass. And I for one feel it's unfortunate the British were constructed in such a way. I understand they were trying to mix the game up a bit. I don't think they're very fun to play against.
That's funny because
And
that's
that's
the opposite of
probably-
my experience. I really love playing against Brit players.
Yeah, but you're kind of a sadistic, strange man.
The funny thing about
And I'm
my games is that I don't let the computer go Brits very often, so...
and you try not to engage them on a map that doesn't have a bridge that can be detonated. Yes.
Well, I mean, they would be stupid. What kind of pissant, squirrely amateur military commander doesn't plan his the environs that his battles take place in? Of course I'm going to go for a bridge. Anyway.
You know, some people would refer to you as noobs, and people on the forums have accused us of not knowing the game at all. And you know what? I'd say, well, you know, they're just not playing the game properly. Not playing the game properly.
They just don't... Look, let's just be honest. They don't love this game, Men of Valor, as much as we do, right?
Yeah, I'm such a fan of Company of Fronts. I think this is a great game, and I love the expansion, Tales of Heroes. I really enjoyed that, and I like the Operation Stonewall. I think is harder than playing against real people. Although I feel the computer cheats less than real people. Just my thoughts on the subject.
Well, when it's a computer, you always accept the fact that it's map hacking, whereas a player doing it is just a bit...
We just saw the 105 take out, you know, one shell. Most annoying thing in the world's, you know, a single shell taking out like an entire squad or an entire unit, whatever. And we saw a retreating camouflaged pack just taken down, which I imagine would be a frustrating thing.
I find it interesting that you say that would be the most annoying thing in the world. I would disagree. I would say that's not the most annoying thing in the world. I'd definitely say it's probably up there at number 3, number 4. And we have a map hack accusation here.
Yeah, that's
serious. I mean, that's kind of like accusing someone of raping you, just because they didn't say no.
You know, that's kind of how I feel about what this rum is doing to me and what it's done to me in the past.
But Dentrag, there you go. He's put the gauntlet down. Map hacking, and I mean, now we shouldn't really consider our job to be shoutcasters anymore, but more the jury, I think. And I think it's now up to us to decide. And you, the viewers, also decide. We tried doing a text-in thing last week, but I think there was a glitch with the machine. So I think text-in now. Is he map hacking?
I like that.
And
we'll read
I,
out
for one,
the verdict shortly.
Yeah, I for one am looking forward to the results. There should be a number on your screen right now. I think we can do that in post, right? We can do that in post.
Well, that defeats the purpose of the live real-time response for the voting, but I get you. We see a Cromwell down south trying to escape very slowly. That Panther. No, never mind.
Yeah, that Cromwell, he's gone. Rangers are pretty safe in the house. And, I mean, just like in real life, a house itself provides perfect protection from tank shells. I mean, not quite perfect, but, you know, you can probably take 10, 20 shells to a house. It's not going to kill you. And that's one thing I like about this game, realism. I love it. I like the fact that men who are injured on the battlefield can be picked up by a medic and taken back to a concrete building and reformed into a squad. And I kind of feel that
Frankenstein scenario. I like that.
well, kind of. I generally feel that the people who are lying on the floor are not lying so much because they're injured, but more because they just don't have the will to fight, because they've been abandoned by the rest of the squad for whatever reason. Maybe the squad's retreated and left them behind. But I feel the medic stations more work on the principle of you band these men together, these like-minded men, and you know, they form a bond.
I had it in my head that they picked up these wounded guys and then they used the working parts from them and sewed them into like new, you know, kind of new gothic horror kind of.
Interrupt you there.
Do it. Do it.
We've just seen Ralph sniped out by a.
Oh no.
By a recon squad, and I would suggest a minute of silence, but that would make this shoutcast probably more bland and uninteresting than it already is, and I feel we don't need to
I don't know if
take
we
any
can
extra steps.
afford that. Well, how about this?
No, I don't think we can afford that.
Let's have a
Steve.
minute. Let's have a minute of silence in our thoughts.
After the game.
In our heads.
Okay, let's not think for a minute. We can keep talking, but let's not think. And actually, I don't think it's going to be too difficult because I feel that's what we've been doing for the last 24 minutes. So, yeah, that works in our favor. How's that not Old Crow going?
It's you know what? It's not what I wanted it to be. And I guess I wanted Old Crow, but you know, you go into a store and you see specials and you have to think about your kids, and so you buy rum. It's on sale. Black card, dark rum. Drinking it on ice with Coke. I don't have any limes, which just makes it a little more appetizing. So I'm actually just using lemon juice concentrate. So that's not even lime juice concentrate. But you know, whatever. You extrapolate it. And it's going down well. It's going down well.
I often use the tears of my innocence as a mixer.
Yeah, bitter, I imagine. Bitter.
Yeah. And that's a poignant point. It sums me up quite well. I mean, in the intervening few minutes where we haven't really been paying attention, we see quite a big push on this center point. Two fireflies have materialized out of nowhere. As far as I'm concerned, and
the access
getting in there.
Oh, what was that? That's some Axis artillery. Is that? Yes, excellent. Self-propelled, doing some damage. They've actually, the allies in this push actually have already lost a pack, a full MG squad. You know, I'm not sure if they lost the full rifle squad if they managed to get them out, but they're pulling back.
That Cromwell Command Champion tank is trying to get out of there. Reversing full speed is one vet. Go, Cromwell Command Champion tank. Go! I think he's not out of the woods yet. Those dual Shrek squads they're pissed.
Can I actually also momentarily quickly ask any of our viewers to please call 911 or 111, whatever, because I think ClckWork has actually died. Had a stroke. He's been quiet. I fear for the worst. I don't know. Maybe there's been
either that or he's accidentally rehypnoled himself again.
It's confusing.
ClckWork,
do you put it in your drink? Do you put it in their drink? I don't know.
I got the drinks mixed.
He's there.
No, I'm still here.
Either that or it's ClckWork's dead.
No, don't kid
cut
that.
that out.
You know we killed it for sure.
Can I not say that? Can I not say that?
That's not funny. I didn't laugh. No one else laughed. In fact, we edited that out and nobody heard you say that. I
thought our list of banned things was only limited to date rape. Oh shit. This whole broadcast has been about date rape. Okay, well, 1 out of 3 is not bad. It's date rape, bestiality, and child porn, right? That we weren't allowed to talk about.
Yeah. Necrophilia. It was on the fence about it, but then we felt. I don't know how we felt about it. The point is that we've actually got a really heavy artillery game. We've got the, I mean, just taking pot shots at each other. We've got a priest out on the field. Hummel returning fire. Yeah. Priest over near the command truck.
I mean, artillery heavy. I mean, we've got 3 artillery pieces. I guess you could say it's artillery heavy compared to a game that doesn't have any artillery pieces. But
well, I mean, also 3 doctrines revolve, you know, involve artillery off map and on map, and I don't know. I don't know anymore. You know.
Good. No.
Were we gonna say something? We had a poll. What was that about? What was the verdict? Oh, after map hacking. What's the verdict of the poll? Can someone check?
Well, he says he's broadcasting, so I feel he's probably not hacking. And just a time update. What time are you guys at? I'm at 29:15.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
18. Okay.
I'm at 29:22. Are we all out of time? Imagine if we were all actually watching a different but incredibly similar game. That would be exciting. That would be weird.
I mean, your philosophies. Enjoy that. And this panther, we got a panther in the middle. It's just been caught completely off guard.
Just swarmed.
Absolutely raped. And what's this?
Tiger. Oh, we gotta name the tiger, right? Tiger. Ooh,
Tiger.
Sorry, that was a pretty full one. Just saw a Hummel shell take out at least 3 Rangers with a single shell. Pretty violent. Like, you know, I don't know.
And this is a violent game, and that upsets me that there are children playing it.
We can see here that the Hummel's actually about to start shelling the Rangers' retreat point, seeing as they've got 2 on the field.
Oh, that would be good.
Actually, let's
I want to see that.
quick moment to compare artillery, on-map artillery. We got the Hummel at 8 kills.
Oh no, my bad, it isn't back. You can't be in range for that then, clearly.
The 105s, 4 infantry, 2 light. Actually, you know what? You guys can see this for yourselves, probably. What am I doing? I don't know.
That's 105, 2 light vehicle kills and a heavy vehicle. Not too shabby.
That tiger just kindly just chilling out right now.
Apparently, we broadcasting. No way, we broadcasting.
We broadcasting, bro. No, that's good.
We're broadcasting, cracker. We ain't map hacking. We broadcasting. Broadcasting. Broadcasting.
Do you know what? This run's starting to grow on me, or grow inside me. I don't know. It's good.
It sounds like the plot for the new Prometheus movie.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Should we take a moment to just mention that Prometheus, at least in New Zealand, comes out in just under 2 weeks, and there's supposed to be a Django Unchained. You know what? Let's cut it. I'm gonna get too into movies. Let's chill out. I'm out of ice. Oh, that tiger.
Cool, man. He's had a pretty quiet game.
This is
so
good.
far.
I like. We've seen some large scale pushes, some big explosions, big effect heavy stuff, big tanks, lots of troops. This is an exciting game. This is a spectacle to behold. I like this.
I question that Panther exposing its rear armor. He's rectifying that now. That looked like a push on the Tiger, kind of. We saw some Rangers getting in the mix, although mostly taken out by an artillery shell. We've got 6 bodies on the floor getting tended to by a medic right now, so these guys are cut out.
Wow.
The British are gingerly getting away from that. I don't think that went exactly as they planned.
I don't know if these 3 infantry sections can take on a Tiger. I don't know if that's...
It looks pretty cool having them marching across this sort of cratered land.
It's a pretty cold-hearted officer who commands their infantry section to march through artillery to attack a Tiger, I think. But,
I do want to point out at this point, while that attack is going on the Tiger, we've seen stormtrooper squads to the north coming out of stealth and taking out one of the priests.
I believe the priest previously just dropped the Hummel though, because the swap.
1-for-1, although it looks like they're taking a shot at the armored command truck. And I expect that's gonna... that's dead. That's out of here.
That was a pretty decisive little sneaky maneuver there.
The priest still isn't dead. I mean, they've got their 50 cal on the top. They're like, you know, we may be dead in body, in spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, and the command tank's like, no, fuck you. I need the pop cap. Does he need the pop cap? Probably not.
I'm looking at this single infantry section and wondering how long they're going to survive for. Probably okay.
I often think that. I often look at single sections and wonder, how long are you going to survive for?
I mean, this
we've got.
This is pretty frightening. I don't know if anybody's read Ender's Game, but every time I watch or play a video game, I now, in the back of my mind, wonder, especially like a real-time strategy, if these are actual real people that are dying on the behalf of our, you know, our whim, our movements, blowing up a bridge.
Essentially, what you're saying is that players in a computer game are real. Is that what you're?
Well, to quickly transgress for a moment, the
Steve.
Ender's. This is a spoiler alert. If anybody hasn't read Ender's Game and wants to read it, by Orson, pretty awesome science fiction. And he thinks he's commanding kind of a virtual reality simulation of troops, and then he finds out actually he wasn't. He was actually commanding armies, and he wipes out like an alien race. It's a good book. I don't know, but now you don't have to read it. I just told you. There you go. You're welcome.
Thank you. And I was going to say, I mean, you pose an interesting philosophical argument. However, at the same time, you demonstrate a supreme lack of understanding of how computers work. And okay. I mean, I don't want to belittle you, because I feel that society has already dealt you a raw deal, you know, a bad hand. And
well, I didn't ask for the hump, but you know.
I mean, I hear, you know, some humps are quite attractive.
Actually, that command truck is actually it's about to drop if we can just pay attention to the game for 30 seconds straight. Pretty solid.
I can do 25. There he's gone, and the command tank as well. Oh no, just the Cromwell. Sorry. Yeah, the command tank itself is fine. He's sitting on 2 veterancy.
Oh,
and that's the
Cromwell. Another Cromwell?
Champion Cromwell command tank. He needs to roll.
He's the only
champion
one
Cromwell command tank. You think not having a gun is a bit of an oversight on their behalf?
You know,
I mean, he's got his maps on the top.
The
gun would probably help at this point.
That 105 getting artillery. I'm kind of feeling that the Wehrmacht might, or the Axis, sorry. Just say everything but the right one. The Axis
you
might
didn't say
have this
anything.
Game.
Oh, here we go. Okay, you met there. The Axis might have this game. Good. Good. That was a long way of saying it. And as I said that, a horrible artillery shell, I think, just took out the majority of the Rangers. I think, was that 2 Ranger squads? And I'm going to award that right now. That's 50 cal's kill of the day.
Looks like we just had an off-map section from the Americans kind of run into a Tiger, which is immobilized.
Cheeky sticky bomb though.
Yeah. That Tiger could be in trouble.
Alright, can this M8 take it? Can this M8 take it? There are drinks on the line here.
Wow, this is actually this is a grudge match of the century, I think. This circle strafing M8. Another sticky bomb. Is that cheating? Can you tag team with infantry? I don't know. And that Rifleman squad earned 2 ranks of veterancy for that.
One of the nice things about Tigers, though, is if you are floating enough manpower, and the Wehrmacht player is currently nearly on 600, you can just call another one on.
Losing ground out there.
And of course, he's got triple veterancy.
Now, wait, does something, when you call a Tiger on, or is it just a King Tiger? Does your
it's just a King Tiger.
It's just a King.
King Tiger reduces you to 50% income.
Yeah.
For 3 minutes. Whereas a Tiger is just there. It's just like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
They removed that once they made the
King
Tiger plus 500.
Who's that? It's ClckWork. Oh, I forgot you were here.
Maybe ClckWork, you're taking Thirsty Thursdays a little too seriously. Thirsty
what drink are you up to now, ClckWork? Is that like 13, 14?
Something like that. I've lost all count.
Well, I could never count past 10 either.
Not
That's
quite as
impressive
impressive as it first sounds, considering that you've are illiterate and innumerate.
Almost innumerate, so...
That 105 was howitzered by the Hummels, so I feel like the Wehrmacht artillery, sorry, I keep saying Wehrmacht, Axis as the Panzer artillery has kind of triumphed at the end of the day, taking out those priests, taking out the 105. I mean, you know what? Never mind. I don't know what I mean. And that's what's exciting. You can discern meaning from what I say. I don't. You come up with it.
And I think a lot of shoutcasts, they tell you what to think and they tell you what's happening, and we leave it up to interpretation. Like, are the Wehrmacht winning? We don't know. Well, we do know. No, we know, but we're not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you what's happening. And I feel belittling us on the forums and saying that we don't understand the game is
I think you're taking.
Because
I think you're taking what I read as a lighthearted comment a little too seriously. But
no, you're right. You're right.
Steve, you guys know that I actually just made up that account to troll you?
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't
No,
disturb me.
actually,
In fact,
kidding.
I would.
I thought I'd just say something nice and then take it back.
We've got the the north VP has been completely disabled. We haven't touched on VPs at all because I don't feel they've really been a huge factor in this game. Obviously the Wehrmacht have been losing VPs quicker, but still 180 is reasonably healthy considering what they're fronting on the field. But we've got the PE disabling the top point, which essentially the Brit has owned for the entire game. So that might fuck them up for a couple of minutes. It looks like he's going for the field support trucks. If that drops, you're not going to have the sappers to repair it. Your US friends going to have to get in there. And that's the end of my tactical analysis.
Oh, they're close. They're close. And there it goes. And let's see if that. Yeah, it looks like he even gets away with basically the whole squad.
You could say he got away with murder.
And that's.
Got away with murder.
I think you're touching on something quite contemporary to our political climate in the world. Is the war in Afghanistan legal? I assume that's what you're referencing.
I see.
Let's not even talk about it. How about that?
I mean, a bit late to the party, but yeah.
Here's a more pertinent question: can 3 Cromwells take out a Panther?
I like it. I like it. I like that better than one you posed about. Are they real people? I like this question better. One of those is the Cromwell command tank.
Yeah, and that's the one taking the most beating as well.
I think he immediately regrets his decision. That's a fuckload of stormtroopers.
2 more Panthers coming in. This is a pretty big, confrontation. This is going to be an expensive endeavor for the British, I think.
I certainly do not think they've come better off.
No, not at all.
That's a dumb thing to say. They've already lost. They've lost their Vet3 Cromwell. I don't think they're going to get anything for this. There goes another one.
Probably should have. I mean, it looked like they wanted 1 Panther. They wanted it badly. Thought they could get it, and probably should have seen sooner that it was folly. They just lost basically their entire armor, except for that single Cromwell that's left over.
I think that's going to be a good game. Well, I say good game. I don't think. I'm going to predict now. I don't think the Allies are going to GG it. I think that's going to drop. But we've got three Panthers, a Tiger. And there isn't shit to counter that.
An angry Tiger as well. I don't know what makes him angry. 3 veterans league.
Yeah, would that make you angry? I guess. I don't know. Maybe not.
This is wow.
I feel this is it. These are the last hours. I think Duclair belongs to the Axis. And there's nothing standing between that Tiger and wiping out the Allies.
That howitzer just, I don't know,
incinerated.
Took a Tiger shot to the face. Actually, no. I think this Cromwell is gonna save the day, take out that Tiger and those 2 Panthers. I think he's got this.
I think that Cromwell's like, fuck it, I'm out of here. Which was ill-advised.
Never saw
what else is that?
The Allies make it to any, we've seen bad name for new account, I believe. Never saw. Oh, and okay, never mind.
Well,
That's
as I said, we've got no GG. No, we've just got rage quits. Rage quits from both.
Is it a rage quit?
Wow.
I feel like a rage quit is more, I don't know, a reaction. I don't know. I'm gonna weigh in. I'm not gonna weigh in.
I'm just
That's
I'm
not
just
what
gonna
I'm
say
gonna
if you don't acknowledge your loss, if you just kind of quit, I feel that's
That's a rage
I
quit.
don't know, bad manners, maybe.
Bad manners.
I mean,
Etiquette.
generally,
That's
etiquette. Generally, you've been outplaced.
and
But
maybe
let's not
that's-
open that can of worms
Yeah.
because
Well, let's next week. Next week's episode will be all about etiquette. How
sure.
do you lose gracefully? And I think 50 Cal will tell you because he's had a lot of experience with that.
That's
Is that
things.
fair?
I think also how do you reverse a tank etiquettely, which is a word which I'm going to coin. I think we should leave it there.
I think we should hear final words from ClckWork. Actually, ClckWork. All right, good, well said.
Thanks, ClckWork. All right, well, this was Thirsty Thursday. I'm 50 Cal, and
I'm Stevemongler, and I'm a little bit more hydrated because of today. Now, touche.
all right, well, good night.
Where the fuck is Danny?